Hello, my name is Anna Rose, and today we will use U-substitution to find the integral of a problem. So first we're given this integral, and to do U-substitution, usually try to find whichever one is, the biggest one, which this one is because of the 4 exponent. So you can do U, which we will just use U as our variable as a substitution. We'll put in x squared plus 5. So that will leave us with u for 2x. So u is equal to x squared plus 5. Now you want to find the derivative of u. So derivative of u, du, is equal to 2x and then plus 0 because the 5 is a constant. And now you divide the whole thing by that derivative, which will be 2x. You cross those off. Now you're left with the, cross those off. Now you're left with the integral of u4. And we know how to do integrals. So that would be u5 over 5. And now you need to substitute back what is in the u, which is x squared plus 5. So that's going to be x squared plus 5 over 5 plus c. And that is your final answer. Okay, so now for this problem, let's get into it. Again, like always, pick the one with the biggest value, which is the x3. So that is going to be u is equal to x3 plus 7. Derivative of u is 3x squared plus 0. Okay, now we have that out of the way. Now we can use u-substitution, which is going to be x squared over u squared. This times 3x squared. Cancel that out. That is going to be the integral of 1 over 3 u squared. So again, you can take the 1/3 out since it's a constant. You're left with 1 over u squared. We bring that u squared to the top so we can find the integral of it, which is going to be u negative 2. So 1/3. The u negative 2 is going to be u negative 1 over negative 1, which is going to then equal, you can put back in the u, which is x3 plus 7. That is going to be 1/3 x3 plus 7 negative 1. Oh yeah, and the negative at the beginning. So that should be, after doing everything, negative 1 over, because we're going to bring this to the bottom since it has a negative exponent. It's going to be 3 times x3 plus 7 plus c. And that is your final answer. Okay, so now for this problem, it's going to be a little bit trickier, but we should be able to do it. Like always, pick the one with the biggest value, which is this x4. So for u-substitution, that's going to be x4 plus 5. The derivative of u is going to be 4x3 plus 0. So now for the integral, x3, do u-substitution, u, and divide that by the derivative, which is 4x3. Cross that off. You can put the 1 over 4 out on the outside of the integral since it's a constant. And you're left with the square root of u, which can be written as u1/2. Now we need to find the integral. u1/2 plus 2 over 2, which is equal to the integral 1 over 4. U 3 over 2 times 2 over 3. You can times that. That's going to be 2 times 1 is 2 over 4 times 3 is 12. U 3 over 2. Okay, now we can simplify that. That's going to be u 3 over 2 over 6. Now we can plug back in the u, which is x4 plus 5. So that's going to be x4 plus 5, 3 over 2, divided by 6, plus c. And that is your final answer. Okay, so this will be our last problem for the day. And you kind of do the same thing again. Pick the biggest value, which is the x3. So it's going to be u x3. So then let's scroll down. That's going to be x squared eu. Remember, the derivative of u is 3x squared. So that is going to be eu, x squared over 3x squared. Get rid of that. That is going to be eu of 3. That is going to be the derivative of eu. Remember, you can put the 1 over 3 on the side. Derivative of eu, not derivative, but I'm sorry. The integral of eu will be the same thing, so just eu. Now we're going to have 1 over 3 e, and then the u again, let's scroll back up, is x3 plus c. And that is your final answer. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please subscribe and like the video. I really appreciate it.